Hi there, it's time for another episode of DEPHEMEREMBER 2024. Today we are making a creative mini pocket letter that features a unique specimen. Join me as we discover how to incorporate these special items into our designs. Grab your supplies and let's get started. Day 11 of DEPHEMEREMBER 2024. We have already created so many beautiful ephemera in this series. If you are new here, this is an annual event hosted by Barbara from 49 Dragonfly and Luise Heinzel, where we, from Monday to Thursday throughout the month of December, create beautiful little ephemera for our junk journals based on a list of prompts Barbara and Luise have given to us mid-November. Check it out under hashtag DEPHEMEREMBER. Creators from all over the world participate in this challenge, and under hashtag DEPHEMEREMBER24 you can see all the creations. Our prompts for today are a mini pocket letter and specimen. Okay, so let's jump right in. Put the journal to the side and see what we have here. I always have a stack of coffee-dyed little envelopes or greeting cards or just copy paper dyed with coffee. I will link a video up below, and I also always collect the packaging from sweets or pasta or so when there is a clear window. I love to use these clear windows in my junk journal. Sometimes I'm using it together with the cardboard, but today I'm just peeling off the clear foil so that I can use this for my specimen card. I would like to have the specimen card like really traditionally just as a square and go from there. So I already have this folded cardboard piece here, and my plan is to cut with my metal ruler a square in the card. But let's see, I think I would like it to fit into my mini pocket envelope so that I have a mini pocket letter. And for that, I think I need to mark where I need to cut it off so that it is actually fitting in the little envelope. And so just taking my cutter, and as always, of course, just take scissors or a craft knife or whatever you have at hand to cut your things. I just find my cutter very handy to have next to me. So I would like to have just a small border around it, maybe a centimeter, something like that, and to mark it all around so that I can then just draw a line between my marks so that I can draw out the square here so that I have a peek through window, and then cut it out carefully with my craft knife. Just make sure to press down my metal ruler so that nothing is moving, nothing is like shifting around, and just carefully cutting out the square from the middle, because I would like to attach the clear foil then straight behind it. But first I need to get rid of these little white leftover papers, I think, before I cut everything, yes, to the size. And it's easy to take off, it's not attached like solidly, but even so it would not matter. We could go over with a little bit of the Distress Oxide ink and it looks like a little bit of aging or some dust gathered on it, and just cut it down to size, the same size like my little card here, and I will keep the paper, the little white rest of the paper, the glued paper there on the bottom, because I find it makes it more interesting, makes it look a little bit more rough. I really like that. And because it's plastic, I'm using my art glitter glue to glue it down, because just with glue stick or so that wouldn't hold properly. And then just making sure to press it all down nicely. And I leave the raw edge. I don't mind it at all. And here I have some clear stickers, and I will glue the clear sticker on the top. I could also put it inside, but I think I would like to have the inside as a writing space. I even love the idea that the handwriting is peeking through the window, and just then gluing it on the front. And with that, it looks like a specimen card. Of course, I know usually if you would really have dried flowers or so, you would put it between two layers of plastic, but because it's a sticker, I think it works out nicely like that. But I have a little bit of an air bubble underneath this, but it doesn't matter. I can take it off again and then really push it down, making sure there are no air bubbles between the two plastic foils. Yeah, I think that's a good start. Now I would like to decorate it, and I have this little printout. It is German and it says der offizielle Tag der Vergänglichkeit, which means translated into English, official day of transience. And I thought with a specimen card that is fitting, like it's trying to preserve something that is transient, like we are all transient. But yeah, using my Distress Oxide ink as always to go around my specimen card. I always like it because it looks more finished this way. So my little quote here, I'm not so certain yet, but I definitely would like to do some stamping. And I think this is a nice set here with all the numbers, and maybe that one over, or maybe more the one on the top that could look like an archival number or something like that. Yeah, I like that. Here again, my glass coaster as my stamping pad, and as always I'm using my black archival ink to stamp directly here on my card. I'm brave enough to do this, to stamp directly. It usually works out nicely. Pressing it down. Yeah, I like that. I think that's nice. Now just the envelope. I have these labels. I used them in previous ephemera videos, and maybe that would be nice to have one of them here as decoration on the envelope. Wonder which one. I like this smaller, skinnier one. This one I really like, I think. Let's have a look with the other ones. It's also not bad. Let's have a look. Let's take that one. As always, I'm getting rid of the white border. I really don't like that. I can just quickly fussy cut it out and then go around with my Distress Oxide ink to get the white off the cutting edges. And could go there. But I think I would also like to add a little bit more. I still have little bits and pieces from the paper from Luise Heinzel that I also used in previous videos for my ephemera. But yes, I never get rid of my little bits and pieces because we can always use this for collaging or for doing our little clusters here. Maybe there. And here, I think I like the white. I peeled that one off from the clear foil. And I think I like that one underneath. I think it's a nice combination. Yeah. Yeah, I think the clean with the white and then the brown little label over it. I think that's what I'm going for. Because it's just paper on paper, using my glue stick. That is definitely strongly attached enough. And I might even leave a corner on the side unattached. That gives it even a little bit more dimension. But this is cardboard, and for the cardboard I take the art glitter glue again because it's a little bit more sturdy. And maybe one of the, like this little quotes that I have down there. I still have a little leftover from one of the previous ephemera saying, if nothing is certain or if nothing is clear. I think I like that. But before, I think I would like to use a little bit more stamping, just not to have a proper stamp or print, but just to use the ink to roughen the envelope, to get some little spots and so on the envelope. Let's have a look. If I do that, let's see how the print looks. Yeah, I think I like that. But I need to get my specimen card out and maybe even take a little bit of the white paper to put inside the envelope. Yeah, because I get I get ink everywhere. So I don't want to have the inside of the envelope stamped, so that I can put a little bit of the white paper inside. Maybe even protect the label. I'm not sure about that. Let's see. But then on the other hand, it also doesn't matter if I stamp a little bit over the label. Let's see. Just quickly pressing it down, just like dapping it down more or less. Not like a full press, but just a tick, tick. Yeah, I think I like that. Yeah. It makes it a little bit more old looking, or like it has been around this envelope for ages. That's how it looks for me. And even if I protect the inside, then I can do the flap, the envelope flap a little bit more. Let's see how that turns out. I think I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Yeah. So just as a finishing touch, the first half of the quote, if everything is possible or nothing is clear. Let's put it down. And again, with my Distress Oxide ink around, that's always the little finishing touch. I like this meditative space when I'm crafting. It's like actually having all the time in the world and really step by step seeing that something unfolds in front of my eyes. Like it's like we are not in a rush, we are not in a hurry. We can just take the time to craft. Oh, I like how this little mini pocket letter specimen card turned out. I decided to glue it on this paper. The paper is very rough by itself, so it would not be possible to journal on it. But with this little specimen card, I find it turned out nicely. What do you think? Leave me a comment below, would be much appreciated. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed my video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you would like to see more. Don't forget to check out #DEPHEMEREMBER to see what all the other beautiful crafters have done with these prompts. And for today, I say goodbye.